Let's find the limit of 2 plus square root of x over the quantity x minus 8 as x becomes really, really large. In this case, even though this is not a rational function because of the square root of x that is present, I can still use the same trick as we've been using with rational functions. Namely, I'm going to take the highest power of x present, and I'm going to divide through top and bottom of the fraction by that highest power of x present. So in this case, we'll end up with a 2 over x plus x to the 1/2 over x over x over x minus 8 over x. So now we'll end up with limit as x approaches infinity of 2 over x plus x to the 1/2 over x is just x to the 1/2 minus 1 power. So that's just x to the minus 1/2 power divided by 1 minus 8 over x. So now I'm going to rewrite this again because I'm not comfortable deciding what the limit as x goes to infinity of x to the minus 1/2 is. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that exponent and rewrite it as basically a fraction, which just is going to be 1 over square root of x and then 1 minus 8 over x. If you're not clear on why x to the minus 1/2 is the same thing as 1 over square root of x, then look up some of the exponent rules that are soon to be present on www.urgentmath.com. Okay, so now I'm taking the limit as x goes to infinity, and as long as things are fine, meaning the limits separately exist and I don't end up with a 0 in the denominator, I can just basically evaluate the limit of each and every particular term on its own. Limit as x goes to infinity of 2 over x is just 0. And then it turns out that the limit as x goes to infinity of 1 over square root of x is also 0, because square root of x gets bigger and bigger and bigger as x goes to infinity. So 1 over square root of x will get really, really small. So overall, the limit will turn out to be 0. And then we have 1 minus 8 over x will go to 0 as x goes to infinity. And by the way, the 1 here stayed a 1 because the limit as x approaches infinity of a constant 1 is going to stay just 1. So the value 1 does not change when x changes. We end up with a 0 over 1, and now be careful here. 0 in the numerator is perfectly fine. We just take nothing and divide it amongst people, and we always end up with nothing, right? So 0 divided by any number other than 0 is going to be giving you just 0. So you can play